T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Got it! Check front! Watching you fly! And it's getting in home!
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of one on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mark 55! Mark 55! You got nothing yet. You got nothing.
Here's Jackson on third and long. They got a man. It's Woods. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Rolling to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you. Shoot! He's coming. Double him up. He's coming. Double up. Mike, 55.
Jackson throwing again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Cut. Go to 54. Go to 54. 126.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. 5 times last week they got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Kill.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 44, Jackson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check three, check three. Kill, 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 kill.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Right there in the middle, 55. No gain on this defense, no gain.
They're running with Gurley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 38, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check. I got it. Double time. You got 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant. 54.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble. Touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him.
Oh, Prescott stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again they run with Gurley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 31 yards there and a first down. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it...
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Prescott now. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Go, go, go.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the Rams' 32-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check safety, check safety.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Switch.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, switch gears. No.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over them. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Gurley. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 7 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out. What? Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense wins championships, baby.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 37-yard line.
Check. Go right in. Rip left.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.